Hey, beautiful Taurus, how are you? Welcome to your second half of October reading. Bringing it a little later today than I had hoped, but I voted. Yeah, and it's a process here in the States, so I'm sending love and support to those in the United States who are exercising their right to vote. It's a real thing. It's a real process. Okay, so anyway, I am home. I am reading. I am proud to be defending and fighting for democracy. So let me bring you this general reading for the collective of Taurus, Sun, and Rising. May not resonate with everyone. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. Be a cross watcher. Watch the sun arising for your divine counterpart. Sometimes messages come through that way. These are not date or time specific readings. I just say first half of the month or second half of the month so you know approximately when it was conducted and uploaded. If I was going to do a date or time specific reading, I would tell you. Okay, pulling two cards, one for divine masculine, one for divine feminine. As always, feel free to reverse the energies. The most important thing is that your storyline resonates. We don't have to worry about the labels. Masculine gets Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait, card 53. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. Kind of feels a little bit like Hanged Man. I'll just say that. And feminine gets card 46. Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine. Right? And 4 and 6 is 10. So it feels like there's some completion here. Coming through one cycle and really ready to shine about that and begin a new cycle. So it feels very exciting and rewarding. For some of you, it may feel like a bit of a relief. Let it shine, Peacock Spirit. Step out in front, let your feathers shine. Okay, so let's look at Sacred Traveler. I'm going to pull one card for those of you who are the Taurians here. And let's see what comes through for Taurus, Sun, or Rising. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Reflect and redirect your energy. Sometimes I see the impasse as the Two of Swords, right? Where you're just kind of at a stalemate, at an impasse, at a crossroads. But this feels a little bit more stuck. So it does require you to sort of reflect on what's going on and redirect your energy as needed. And it feels, honestly, it feels more in alignment with the Seahorse Spirit, the watch and wait. You're at an impasse, reflect and redirect, watch and wait. So it may be addressing more of the masculine energy so far in this reading. Feminine is stepping out, proud as a peacock. Wear it proudly, dear feminine. So let's look at the connection, shall we? Two of Pentacles, that's another watch and wait card. And the Hermit, wow. Feminine showing up in the energy of the Hermit, Virgo energy, solitary journey, but also a card of wisdom. There's deep wisdom here. And the masculine showing up in the energy of the Two of Pentacles. You know, it is watch and wait, but it's kind of like thinking quick on your feet and sizing everything up in the moment in real time. Juggling your priorities, weighing realities on the ground before you make your choice. There are options here that need to be considered, but you've kind of boilerplated it down to like if A, then B. It's mainly two options. Interesting. Your back is turned to drama and chaos. You're in real time here, masculine, trying to sort through it in the moment is how it feels. Wow, you were very patient in the past, 7 of Pentacles. Present experience of the connection, not giving up, 9 of Wands. This all seems very normal. Future, this 6 of Pentacles was in your last reading. It was pretty important too, if I recall. It's about a sense of balance and things being reciprocal, giving as good as one gets. Let's look at it that way. It is about balance and things being fair, and not just equal but equitable. It's something that would be beneficial to both parties. So that's what you have to look forward to in the future, or that's the energy. Oh my gosh, in heaven. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. So the feminine has 3 major arcana in this part of the reading. I feel like this reading is more impactful for the feminine, because not only are they showing up in the energy of the wisdom of the hermit, but their present experience of this connection is the Fool, Aquarian energy, and the Fool, which is all about a leap of faith. There's inherent risk here. There's inherent risk in the energy of the Fool, but it feels as if the feminine is going on their wisdom, their insight, all they've learned and gained, all the inner work that this feminine has done is leading to a moment of calculated risk. In the past, 4 of Cups, you know, sort of, it feels like as if the feminine was just not very emotionally engaged, or yeah, that's what it feels like, especially because I'm looking at a 7 of Pentacles for the masculine. So I'm looking at a moment where the masculine was like, I'm just going to let this roll out organically. Feminine may have friend zoned this masculine for a time. And now in the future, we're moving into the moon energy, Pisces in the moon, very nervous, uncertain, apprehensive, fears and insecurities being triggered. It is a concern, I think, the feminine has. Is this real, or is it all an illusion, which has come out before for other readings, not just the Taurus readings, but that sort of lack of certainty. I'm here to tell you, if you're here as the feminine, you could be, we've got Virgo, Aquarius, and Pisces showing up, but I feel as if I want to tell the feminine, you've done a good deal of work. You carry a lot of wisdom with you. It has been a solitary journey. So if you're going to take this leap, take it with the comfort that you've done about as much due diligence as one can in matters of the heart. And yeah, it'll be scary. It will leave you feeling very unsure of your footing, a little nervous, apprehensive. But don't let your fears get in the way. Last reading, you had some expect the unexpected energy in it, right? And it feels as if that may be coming to fruition. 2 of Pentacles for the masculine. Watch and wait for the right timing before you move forward. Cancerian energy in the Chariot. It is a victory card. It is about moving forward, but I'm going to pull another card just because I want to see the flavor. Page of Wands. So, yeah, Page of Wands kind of also acts on impulse. They are messengers. The pages are messengers, but in this case, it's sort of like lighting the spark. I know that. I say lighting the spark, and it doesn't feel right. Like where there's friction, and you just create that spark in that moment when you strike the match, is what I should say. And I feel as if this masculine is trying to decide when the timing will be right. Thinking quick on their feet, trying to size everything up for when it will be right to move forward, and sort of like that match. I like it. Right. And underneath, Leo energy and the sun, they're very focused on their happiness. This is a connection that brings them a certain amount of happiness, or at least they think it has the potential. It's underneath, so it's sort of driving their behavior. Not something that's necessarily in their conscious awareness, but it's just right there under the surface. Taurus energy right in that 7 of Pentacles. Taurus is the gardener of the zodiac, and the 7 of Pentacles is certainly that in the tarot. That means seeds have been planted, and you do everything you can to nurture it and tend to it and watch it grow organically, but there's patience involved in that. I think what happened, though, is something went sideways. Maybe in fact that this feminine may have friend-zoned or just ignored or been disinterested or emotionally detached from the masculine, was like a big moment. probably of disappointment. Wow, here's your card, Taurus. Hierophant. Tower and the Hierophant on top of the Seven of Pentacles. I've been thinking I'm talking to a masculine who's the Taurus. Lots of anxiety. Whew. So whatever this is about, regardless of whether you're the feminine or the masculine, I'm talking to a Taurus right now. I feel as if there were some issues around commitment. And I kind of feel as if things got blown sky high. In this case, I'm talking to a masculine who was very nervous and a little obsessive about the whole situation, highly anxious, waiting patiently, and boom, everything blew up. Tower comes down. They don't get the commitment they were looking for. Feminine sort of checks out a little bit. Checks out on them emotionally. What I like is the masculine did not give up. Right now, they're in the Nine of Wands, sort of pushing through, persevering. That is the I ain't got no quit in me card. You think you want to just give it all up, but you don't. That's why I feel we're at that impasse, right? There's... yes, this is the masculine redirecting their energy. Wow. Ready to kind of take the leap anyway. It's perfect that you're both in the full energy in at the same point in the reading. It does suggest to me that you've kind of moved beyond whatever was keeping you apart, or whatever wasn't stable between you sort of kind of fell away, and there's this renewed energy. There's hope in the Fool, right? It's very hopeful, optimistic, face to the sun, devil may care kind of energy coming in for the Fool. And the masculine's like, I've come this far. I'm not going to give up now. I'm going all in. So I sort of feel that there was disappointment in the past for the masculine. Something didn't come off the way they had hoped it would, despite all their patience. But now the Fool energy, they're persevering. Wow, Five of Pentacles. Just, okay, so dealing with some abandonment issues, or maybe just having been out in the cold, meaning I feel as if this feminine really gave them the cold shoulder. This masculine doesn't care. I'm going to move forward anyway. I'm going to strike the match, ignite the spark, right? I've said 4 different freaking cliches for that idea, and I don't think I've hit on the right one yet. Old lady. Oh, I'm entertaining myself. But the Two of Pentacles is like trying to sort it out. How do I go about this? I want to move forward. I definitely want to send up a flare to this feminine that I think we could really be happy together. And it didn't come off in the past. And man, Tower moment, that's just not fun. And right now, though, I'm not going to give up. I don't scare that easily, despite the fact that you've shut me out. I'm still ready to take a leap. It's a total leap. Manifesting. 3 of Wands. There's some belief that this masculine has that their ships will come in with this connection. I see all the hope in the world in this masculine. I really do. They're optimistic. They're hopeful. Even despite things not going well in the past, being shot down, let's say, right? Rejected or friend-zoned, possibly. Oh. 6 of Pentacles with a Page of Cups. There's a little message of love, maybe a message of apology that comes in possibly for this feminine. Could be why the feminine's a little nervous and fearful in the future. Not sure if that little message will be received, but it will. It will. Who's ever delivering this message, it doesn't matter if it's coming from the masculine to the feminine. The message is, you know, I'm sending you this love. I want things to be equal give and take, reciprocal, balanced and fair. I'm not giving up. I have not given up. 9 of Wands comes out again. So I am looking at a masculine who's very determined. Very determined. They're not easily thrown off the scent. There is an impasse here. I do feel that there's been a little bit of a blockage between the two, especially if this feminine's been on a solitary journey in the hermit energy. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. There's some Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Queen of Pentacles. Hermit and Queen of Pentacles. I think this feminine's been taking care of themselves, like just focused on themselves, their own stability, their own life, the world around them, their inner world, right? And as a result, yes, exercising lots of temperance, Sagittarian energy in the temperance. Temperance is all about self-control and restraint, and sort of the patience that's required to let everything kind of gel and come, you know, like there's a certain flow about the temperance card that I like for, and it makes perfect sense with the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and Temperance. Almost as if to say, I'm not in a hurry. You know, I'm taking care of myself. I'm tempering my energy. I'm exercising self-control, restraint. I'm abstaining from getting into stuff, right? No real, oh, there's some healing involved underneath. Four of Swords, that's good. A little bit more of that reflecting and redirecting energy that came with that Impasse card. So something that the feminine needed to heal over, and therefore, instead of engaging with this masculine, just kind of pulled back, removed themselves from the situation. In the past, removed themselves also by way of rejection of the love that was on offer, which does hurt. That is a kaboom kind of moment. There's more impasse. Wow, it's all coming out here, guys. Two of Swords on that Four of Cups. This feminine definitely was, didn't have the clarity. Very much internal, in thinking, reflecting, unsure. Crossroads energy, Four of Cups with that Two of Swords in the past. Yeah. Three of Cups. Likely there was a third energy here that was in the mix. It could just be the third party. Doesn't have to be a person, but sometimes it is. And whatever that third party energy is, it really kind of hung the feminine up. I'm going to pull myself out of this whole situation. Like I'm talking as if I'm the feminine. I'm going to pull myself, withdraw from the situation, talk to the hand. I'm doing my deep inner work. I need clarity. Before I make my decision, I need clarity around that third party energy. Whatever that third party is, underneath Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is, sometimes it's regret, it's mistakes of the past, regrets of the past, and other times it's sadness about something that has been lost. And I'm saying that because if you look, the Three of Cups is here, and in this card, that Three of Cups is knocked over. What is behind this figure is the Two of Cups, the soulmate card, and that is what this feminine really wants. That's what they were really after. It's not what they got. So I kind of have a feeling that this is underlying everything. It's underneath the deck. So it sort of suggests that there was disappointment or sadness about like how to reconcile the third energy. Now, and they've been working on themselves and focused on themselves, which is the best way to handle it. I feel I'm looking at a fairly mature feminine, someone who is operating from their highest self and the wisdom of the Hermit. Fool and Eight of Pentacles. That's an interesting combo. The Fool is usually all about like, you know, throw caution to the wind. Let's take the leap. And this card is more about focus and sustained effort and working hard on improving something or coming up with creative solutions to a problem. So I think, and then we have the Star, more Aquarian energy. The two Aquarian energies, the feminine could be an Aquarius or have a lot of aqua in your chart. But the Fool comes out over here too. So I'm just going to say that. I'm feeling a lot of Aquarian energy in this reading. But I feel as if it's beautiful because it's almost as if to say, I'm holding out hope, faith, and trust that if I focus on this and I work hard enough to, come up with creative solutions to the problems, that when I take this leap, the net will appear. That's what I feel it is. The hope and the prayer, the net will appear. If I leap, I have to hope that I've put enough work and effort and sustained energy into it that the net will appear. Oh, I love that. Wow. And underneath the Judgment card, Scorpio energy of the Judgment card, forgiveness, second chances, answering the call of this connection. That's what this feminine is hoping for, praying for, holding out hope, putting faith, trust in the universe to have their back and grant the wish. I've done the work. Oh, wow. I'm going to take the leap, but I'm scared. The Moon card, Taurus. Pisces energy in the Moon. Got a lot of major arcana in this reading. Yeah, so in the future, the feminine's going to be a little resistant, possibly defensive, but it's coming from fear. It's coming from fear. Possibly fearing resistance on the part of the masculine, or maybe just resisting and defensive with the masculine, King of Wands. Someone who comes in very forceful, very clear of what they want, right? I always say the King of Wands, I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. There is no lack of clarity on the part of the King of Wands. So I almost feel as if the feminine's a little nervous and apprehensive and resistant to the power of the King of Wands. Their certainty, this masculine, I think, is the King of Wands. Very clear, very much in their power. All about getting what they want. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just a very larger than life kind of presence that these individuals have, regardless of whether this masculine is an Aries, a Leo, or Sag, doesn't matter. They could have it in their chart. It's a personality type. Very magnetic. Over the top, kind of charming. Sexy. Gets your attention. You can't miss them. You know them. You can find them in a room. I almost feel as if this feminine has some nervous apprehension in the future and a little resistance and defensiveness against this energy, which comes in so certain, so sure of itself. Yeah, I think that's sweet in a way. I get it. I can really relate. I've got a King of Wands in my life. Right, because underneath, this is what's driving this feminine in the future is, oh my God, am I dealing with this person who, if past his prologue, may have been kind of controlling and overbearing and possessive. It's very possible that this feminine might fear repeating a toxic pattern of the past, which is what sent the feminine into all the inner work of the Hermit to begin with. So yeah, you might want to take the leap of faith because you think you've done all the work, feminine, and you're holding out hope that the masculine will answer the call of the connection, but on some level you're worried you're going to get exactly what you had in the past. Something that you felt was toxic or controlling or obsessive, more manipulative, or. It could have involved a third party, which would mean, like, am I going to get roped back in to this same energy from the past? So feminine has some fears. Let's see how we can, what we can find about that. I want to pull one card for you in the extended. What do we need to focus on? I feel like I'm getting some hints and flavors over here of the most important thing to focus on. What's the block, the challenge or the dynamic between the two of you around that situation, around that issue? What can you do about it, or what can you expect to come of it will be the third card. I'll clarify all of that. So essentially what's happening is I'm going to take this reading and I'm going to bring it even tighter still, to give you some actionable ideas for what really needs to be focused on in the immediate. Then I'm going to, of course, deliver your messages to and from one another. What are you trying to say? If you're not in communication with each other, it's kind of happening in 5D energetically, but I love when those messages come through because they're more authentic. You know, you're not defensive. A card for just the Taurians watching from your higher self, spirit of the universe. Let's get you some advice. Sometimes it comes through as clarity, confirmation, advice, pep talk. Sometimes it's a warning, something to be on the lookout for. And then the outcome position, what can you expect going forward, and in what time frame, if timing's a factor, it will show up in that card. Looking forward to seeing you. The link to the extended is in the first or second line in the description box below this video. I will be there in a second. Otherwise, Taurus, stay well, take care, and I'll see you on a future reading. Bye.